Hello everyone and welcome to episode 118 of this Let's Play series of Star Trek Online. My name is Winters and you are very welcome. So we're moving on to the next mission in the Delta Quadrant story arc. We are still on Kabali Prime, so let's get our mission brief.
We can't stop until the... Thank you for all your help. I believe it is time we discuss what to do with the remaining Vadwar stasis pods. Our lead scientist wishes to speak with you within the temple about the problem. I believe Captain Kim wishes to be present as well. I suggest talking to him first.
Okay, so we have to speak to Captain Harry Kim to enter the Kabali temple. This mission gives us Delta Marks, an Iconian power cell, and a Kabali personal shield. Nothing too spectacular, but nothing wrong with it at the same time. So we will go over here to Harry Kim and talk to him.
The Kabali have invited us to their temple to discuss the status of the Vadwar stasis pods. Are you ready to go?
Yep. Okay, so we should remember this from a previous mission that we played. We were actually in here already. Here we are. A lot more occupied this time compared to last time when we were here.
Thank you for meeting us here. We have spoken with delegates from the Alliance and have come to an agreement about the Vadwar. We will cease reviving Vadwar from stasis pods that are failing and ensure the upkeep on said pods. Yes, I have come to see that now. We will release the remaining Vadwar from their pods once their current forces have shown us that we can come to a peaceful solution. In the meantime, we shall continue to use this area as a holding area for non-Vadwar who will become Kabali. Yes, I know it may seem grim to you, but for us, it is sacred. This shall be a place where those who have lost their lives await to have a new life given to them. In time, we will fill this hall again with those who can earn another chance at life.
Are you ready to leave? I think we've done everything we can here.
So that was it.
Thank you again for everything you've done here. I'm relieved that we've cleared this up and can move forward with the Kabali. Let's head back to the city.
Getting a look at some of the ones that are in stasis pods now.
Don't worry, Harry. I'll take good care of you.
Dun dun dun! If you note, that was actually Ensign Harry Kim. Probably shouldn't have said that. It doesn't matter really, I suppose. But, yeah, what the hell's going on there, huh? Okay, so, let's, go up and actually we'll just hail it from here. Turn in this mission.
It will be difficult for us not to honor the Vadwar fallen with rebirth, but I believe this is for the best. We shall do what we can to promote our culture in a way that can also help others. Perhaps then we can avoid future misunderstandings. We'll still be in this fight against the Vadwar for some time, but at least now we have hope for a future without war. Thank you.
Okay. Let's have a look and see what is our next mission, because Dragon's Deceit. We've only been playing for about 5 minutes. Yeah, do you know what? We'll get this mission done.
We know there's something going on with the Vadwar and the Kartella system, but we haven't been able to get any ships close enough to determine what that is. I think you'll have better luck. The area doesn't have a lot of resources, but there's enough Vadwar ship traffic in the area to indicate a major base. But they're guarding it so closely that it could have something to do with their sudden jump in power. Given the aggressive nature of the Vadwar, getting close enough to investigate without attracting their attention will be difficult. We've made contact with a Hazari bounty hunter in possession of equipment that should allow you to approach and infiltrate their base.
Okay, so we have to go to the Kartella system, which is located in the Delta Quadrant. And there's an interesting armor from this mission. Okay, anyway, we'll accept that. Dragon's Deceit, make that primary. And let's beam up to our ship. And we will exit the system. So the name of this mission, Dragon's Deceit, should kind of ring a bell with anyone that has seen Voyager, because the episode that the Vaadwaur originally appeared in was called Dragon's Teeth, if I remember correctly. So yeah, it's just a similar name. Okay, let's kick into Slipstream. We'll get there a little bit quicker. That kind of popped out of nowhere, didn't it? We should be getting, yeah, we're about halfway there. Trying to think if there's anything that I haven't discussed up to this point. I suppose we'll give a little bit of an update. Oh, well, here's something. If you remember from our last episode, I think it was our last episode anyway, it was the last one or the one before that, we got a tribble. Well, if we look here, the tribble has now turned into a tribble carcass because we have a cannibal tribble in our inventory. And basically what happens is a cannibal tribble will eat one tribble every hour and turn it into a tribble carcass. Likewise, if you have an ordinary tribble in your inventory along with food and a cannibal tribble, you will you will turn one tribble into a tribble carcass, but that tribble before it turned into a carcass will have reproduced as well if there was any food in there, so you would end up with another tribble in your inventory. These can be used on the KDF side to get gold prestatin, but I think I've mentioned that before. Some other things just quickly to tell you guys. You can see here I've built up a number of superior ground tech upgrades for the next upgrade event that's coming in a couple of weeks. Actually, it's about a month away, I think. They changed the date of when the next upgrade event is going to be. They extended it by about 2 weeks. I've also got some torpedo upgrades, and they are for, well, obviously the ground is for ground gear. But the torpedo ones are for this tractor mine, and that is the next time when we will be doing some upgrades. You also can see I have a little stockpile of Omega traces here. I'm basically going for between 10 and 20 Omega tech upgrades, because on my main account, my lifetime account, I built up enough for, I'm actually in the process of crafting the actual upgrades now, and I have well over 200 tech upgrades, Omega tech upgrades. But for this account I'm going to have about between 10 and 20. It'll definitely be over 10, probably a little under 20 though. And I will have those ready for that upgrade event as well. Okay, anyway, let's jump into the system here and begin Dragon's Deceit. Okay, rendezvous with Admiral Tuvok. So we're seeing Admiral Tuvok again. No doubt he's on the Voyager. Yep.
agreeable to work with you again.
Okay,
An
we'll
additional
just
not yet.
F-bomb our way through this. Because otherwise we'd be here all
The
day.
Hazari will provide a modified holo emitter that should allow you to approach the planet. Holo technology is unfamiliar to the Vaadwaur.
If you don't want to blow this whole deal, help me with these Vaadwaur!
Warning, ship is under attack. Target shields have failed.
Okay, hail bounty hunter once we come out of red alert.
Thanks for the help. It was my...
Voyager will...
Warp to next system. I didn't quite catch the name, but...
We have arrived at Kartella Prime. Our first task is to bypass the automated security perimeter.
Enter security perimeter. Bypass security systems. What is the next number in the sequence? 3 and 3 is 6. 3 is 9. 9 and 6 is 15. 24. So, what would it be? It'd be 90. 99? 92. Would that be right? No, it'd be 102.
Excellent. Next, we will be challenged by orbital traffic control. Remember that the Vaadwaur are an aggressive species.
Enter traffic control proximity zone. Okay, let's kick in here. So what we've done is basically we're using a holographic
Unidentified
projector.
vessel. Your transponder may be malfunctioning. Please transmit your ship designation and flight plan.
Our diagnostics show our transponder is functioning normally. There must be a problem with your sensors. Allow us to dock and we'll clear it up immediately. We're having difficulty with our comms. We need to dock immediately. I don't have time for your bureaucratic nonsensical continue to obstruct me. I'll guarantee spend the rest of your career mining rocks at the edge of nowhere. If you clear me, I'd be happy to tell you all about what has happened to our transponder over dinner, perhaps. Right, the Vaadwaur are an aggressive species, so I'm going to pick this one.
You're cleared for docking, sir.
Now we must avoid detection from the Vaadwaur ships. The holo emitter will be essential.
Okay, we'll kick into full impulse again. Repair holo emitter. Sir, I'm detecting power fluctuations in the holo emitter. Bring the holo emitter offline just long enough to realign the emitters and reinitialize power startup sequence. Increase the power gain in the secondary actuators. I'm thinking this one, but screw it, I'm going to try this one. Holo emitter is losing power, Captain. We need a new inductor coil and jump. Okay, let's set course for the derelict ship. Okay, so I should have picked that one. That's what I should have picked. Crap. So there must be a ship over this way then. What? Sending us on a wild goose chase. Nope. Derelict ship, there we go. That's the one we're looking for.
This should be sufficient to repair the holo emitter.
Beam to surface.
The tunnels beneath the planet are protected by...
Blah, 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 blah. Excuse me. So, yeah, as you can see, it didn't really matter that, you know, we weren't able to fix the hollow emitter straight away. Obviously, you've seen the red X coming up on the mission objective. It just means, you know, you have to do something else. There possibly would have been an accolade with it. I cannot remember, to be honest with you. So, like, you know, that's all that we've lost out. If I really want to, if I was an accolade hunter, I could replay the mission and do it again. And I'd know the correct response. But yeah.
You are just outside of the Vaadwaur security perimeter. Be sure that...
Okay, open crate. What's in the crate? You've been issued some specialized equipment for this mission. The grapple gun will shoot a rope which will allow you to cross chasm, zipline, and rappel. The anesthetizing gas will allow you to knock out guards in your path without permanently injuring them. Okay. Let's zoom in the mini map.
I am detecting a Vaadwaur patrol ahead. Maintain your position until they pass. That should keep the patrol occupied.
Okay.
I am detecting another group of Vaadwaur ahead. Access the security camera from the console nearby. If you overload that data tower, the Vaadwaur patrol will investigate. Program the door to seal them in.
Alert. Conduit malfunction on level 2, section beta. Engineering teams respond immediately.
Excellent. Proceed cautiously.
Okay.
There is a large drop ahead on your right. You will need a grapple gun to cross it. You will need to incapacitate all of the Vaadwaur ahead. Insert the anesthetizing gas canister I provided you in the environmental control console and alter the air composition.
Alert. Environmental control malfunction on level 2, section Delta 3. Engineering and medical teams, please respond.
There is a large drop ahead. You will have to rappel down.
So this was a new mechanic that they introduced with Delta Horizon, specifically in these missions. It's kind of cool, you know, rappelling down. Zip lining across and what have you.
You need to traverse this cavern without the Vaadwaur seeing you and raising the alarm. To do so, you will need to use your grapple gun, as well as take advantage of anything in the environment. First, you will need to reach the support platform. Shoot a grapple across and then zipline down. Sneak up behind that guard and incapacitate him.
Alright, I've snuck up behind him.
To advance further through the cave, you will need to disable the proximity sensors. That console should allow you to do so. Now, zipline to that outcropping. In order to exit this cavern without detection, you will need a distraction. We will need to move the Vaadwaur guards below. The way is clear for you to grapple to the next support structure.
Well, I thought it was gone all the way down there that time.
Make your way across the ledges to the outcropping near the next support structure.
remember this. Man, I had trouble with this the last time as well, I think. I was trying to figure out exactly where to go. Oh, yeah, hopefully I'm on the right track.
Grapple to the next support structure. Approach the guard and disable him.
Okay, let's extend the walkway.
There are more guards at the other platform. Use your tricorder to reprogram the anti-personnel turrets near them to attack the Vaadwaur targets.
So, I think we just get to the end of this here. Yeah, and then we can reprogram that turret that's up ahead of us.
Attention. Malfunctioning turrets on Level 4, Section Beta 2. Security and engineering teams, report immediately to Level 4.
Hello, anytime today.
The walkway is offline. You will need to grapple across the gap. They are aware of your actions. You cannot delay. Sensors are reading something large blocking your route through the cavern. Activate the crane with the nearby controls to move it. Not much further. There is another grapple ahead. There should be a place where you can drop down just ahead of your current position. Now slip quietly out of the cavern before the Vaadwaur see you.
Scheiße.
I am detecting some unusual signals coming from below this area. You must reach the bottom of the cavern.
Okay. Ah, I remember this now. That door should open up there in a minute. Alright, that's him trapped. Lower the ramp.
Intruder alert! Commander Gallic, please respond. An intruder? I'll handle this.
Not another one of these guys. He's proven not to be quite as hard as before.
Finally! Gallic? You will pay for killing Gallic! What?
He's not dead, or is he? Y'all see that? Look. Kind of hard to see. But that is a creature that was...
What was that thing?
It was in Star Trek Next Generation.
You saved my life. I don't know why, but I am grateful. What was that thing? It crawled out of the commander. Was it controlling him? Never. It's some kind of parasite, isn't it? What do you know? Do you believe other members of the Vaadwaur are infected by these beasts? Could all of our leaders be contaminated? I know my duty. I cannot allow you to wander freely through our compound, but I can't ignore this either. A temporary truce, then. I will accompany you, and if what you say is true, I must know how many of my people have been taken. I think it went down that passage over there.
Okay. So yeah, these things
It
were...
went down one of the cracks in the rock. We'll have to deactivate that force field to pursue it.
Yeah, they're in Star Trek Next Generation. I can't remember the name of the episode. I think it was actually more than one episode. Man, it's dark here. Actually, something else...
It appears the creature has already left the...
Screw that. Something else just occurred to me. This mission will actually unlock a new PvE queue for us called Bug Hunt.
I didn't know these caves were so extensive. Only the highest leadership is allowed down here.
So yeah, it unlocks a new PvE
How did
queue.
the Vaadwaur come into contact with the parasites in the first place? It has been many years since Starfleet encountered them.
I wonder how many of our leaders have been infected. Surely Gallic can't be the only one.
Based on Starfleet's previous encounters with the parasites, you should be extremely cautious. The creatures show remarkable cunning.
Give me an enemy I can confront face to face. This deception sickens.
They are insidious. These creatures nearly ended the Federation. Although we have had our differences with the Vaadwaur, the Federation do not wish to see any species enslaved.
Whoop. Back up, talk to this guy.
This area has always been off limits.
Scan canisters, okay. Now I know there is one horrible battle coming up. No, it's not scanning those ones. Which ones do we have to scan? But yeah, there is a... Oh, the ground battle that's about to start is absolutely horrendous. Or at least the last time I played it was extremely difficult. We will probably die once or twice.
Wait, did you hear something?
Ah, I see you've met my little friends. They want to get to know you better.
What are you? How far has this infestation spread?
You have such a small mind. The joining will help. You will see everything we can be once we are brothers under the skin.
Oh.
Flanking damage detected.
Ah.
Enemy combatants in close proximity. Personal shield losing
underestimate me? Mere mortals. Pathetic. We will rise again, and you will know our true might.
This ends now. I cannot allow you to spread this infestation. Ah!
Ugly son of a bitch, isn't he? Okay. Where are these sons of bitches?
Enemy combatants in close proximity.
Get out of this gunk. There's the queen. I have to say, the battles actually, so far, and I say this now, it's probably not going to be true for this part, but the battles so far haven't been as difficult as I remember. Granted, power creep probably has a lot to do with that, because, I mean, this mission is a couple of years old at this stage. Ooh. Okay, well, there we go. We died once. I said we were probably going to die once or twice. But yeah, it hasn't been quite as difficult as I remember. It was a lot worse. But you should have missions that are challenging. Excuse me. Yes, challenging like that makes for good fun. Answer here.
The Vadwar are alert. Find the controls to the subspace scattering field and disable them.
Here they are.
Although you have helped the No.
Your activities on the surface.
Right.
The information you discovered in the base is troubling.
Fly to the edge of the system.
Unidentified vessel. Your transponder codes are invalid. Security vessels are on their way. Please hold position.
There is only a 0.008% chance that this ship will survive a direct confrontation. One last act of sabotage may be what is required. I propose we swap transponder codes with another vessel. Given the aggressiveness of the Vadwar, there is a 68.4% chance they will turn on one another. We can escape in the confusion.
Okay. Ah! Go back, go back, go back, go back, go back, go back. Okay, so you are our victim. Anytime today. There we go.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Well, you're alive. I guess that... But it did...
Excellent work.
Return Tuvok to Voyager. Will do.
Thank you again.
That's it. End of mission. Okay, so let's turn that one in.
The existence of the neural parasites certainly explains the unusual physical abilities of the Vaadwaur, and perhaps their rapid return to prominence in the sector. You managed to take out 2 of their overseers, but I expect that more of their leadership has been infected. Perhaps this Commander Eldax can persuade more of his people to rebel against the infected Vaadwaur from within. But until then, we'll need to muster our allies and prepare to deal with this threat. We're not just facing the Vaadwaur anymore.
Okay, so we will collect our rewards for this mission. And we will leave it there for now. So thanks a million for watching, folks. I really appreciate it. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. If you did, please leave a like. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. And as always, please subscribe to the channel. My name is Winters, and I will see you next time. So until then, take care.